Races 3 and 4, both 1,200 metres. A+3 is the position for the rail on Sunday at Sha Tin. Both Class 4s as well, and newcomers here in the third. From the top though, Wonderful Journey and Bingo well exposed. Best for You's had the one start. Everyone's Joy by Redute's Choice on debut. Hasta Luego's steps from 1,000 to 1,200. New Dynamic, a debutant with blinkers for Paul O'Sullivan. And then Moneymore, Win 33, Dionysus Colin and Triumphant Lord, with of course just the £5 claimer now for Victor Wong, who rode his 45th winner on Wednesday night. Now just having a look at the information for Chun Fa and Just Bingo, who will be ridden by Alfred Chan, taking the £10 off. And he generally likes to roll full. I'm presuming he'll be after the lead. With that £10 claim, I think he will be. Bingo, you've got Regency Darling that can roll along on the pace, so he's ridden by Dylan Moe, so you'd expect Regency Darling probably not wanting to hand up the lead potentially. Everyone's Joy, Hasta Luego, he was very green on debut. Moneymore and Win 33, the two that are in danger of being caught wide here.
Here is Bingo. He's going nicely here back down in Hong Kong. He's been up in Chung Fa, as you mentioned. He's in the orange saddlecloth. He'll get the £10 claim, which means he comes in a reasonable rating as well, with Alfred Chan aboard, so he'll get his opportunity. Bingo. Everyone's Joy is the first starter. He's had 4 trials. He's 1141 pounds. He should get a nice run from barrier number 3. He's got good in those trials as well, so Zach Purton on board. So he goes nicely in the mornings, does Everyone's Joy.
Yeah, looks a nice big scopy type, doesn't he? Everyone's Joy. Let's start with Bingo when he was in winning form. There he is on the rail as they cornered for home. He managed to, from barrier 2 with a £7 claimer, get the rail, get his favourite position and kick away. And his next two, it was a little more difficult. It was. He chased home Charizard last time out and he just had no luck in the straight at all. He was held up and just couldn't get a crack at them. So I thought it was worth showing this one of him, because you've also got Happy Boy Boy, who never fronted up last time out. He was disappointing, Happy Boy Boy, but he actually ran on OK here. But Bingo with that claim, I think should be right in the fight. Yeah, I've got him in the numbers as well. I think he can run pretty well. If he gets to the front easy enough, with the lightweight, he'll be hard to catch. Actually drawn the outside barrier for his first 3 rides, Alfred Chan. So he'll have a good look at the dragon boat racing that's going on, that's for sure. Let's have a look at Everyone's Joy. We just saw his work, Paul, and his trial's been as impressive, I think. Yeah, 4 trials he's had and he's looked really good. I think he can just sit off Bingo's back, and he's the one to beat for me. Zach Purton, another first starter. Frankie Lord's pretty good with these first starters. 1141. He's just pushed out a little bit here, but did win the trial nicely when he was asked to. He's well bred as well. He's got extravagance in his pedigree, and also he's remarkable. He should have won that Group 1 race over in Perth, but it was a travesty. He never got that, but he's got some good breeding on his side. He does. Just watching that trial, I just wonder whether or not he might be looking for a fraction further. He took a little bit of time to accelerate. He didn't sort of look the agile type, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's now go to John Size, who's going to chat about Hasta Luego, who goes from a straight 1,000-metre race to 1,200.
Hasta Luego, John, beaten as a short price favourite on debut. What was your take on what happened with him that day?
Well, he certainly showed his inexperience of racing, and that affected him a fair bit. We go back again after he's had a trial and see if he can behave himself a little bit better. He just seemed to get lost down the straight and in the field. He's very field shy with the other horses, so we're looking for improvement on that.
Being field shy, is barrier 1 potentially a disadvantage for him then?
Yeah, it could be. The big horse is not always comfortable on the inside anyway. You know, he's a pretty large horse, so normally they need a bit of room. But that's where he is, and it's probably he'll benefit some experience of the first start, and then again in this race he'll also should learn a bit more also.
Has he shown you improvements in the morning since that first start, John?
No, nothing seems to have changed. He's always been stable. He's always seems to be the same. Just mentally on race day would be where we'd look for improvement. On the actual day of the race, he'll show us whether he's taken a step forward or not.
Is the raw ability there, though?
Yes, he has some ability. You know, he's not a particularly smart horse, but he has enough ability maybe to win a race.
All right, an informative interview there from John Size regarding Hasta Luego, who's still obviously a work in progress, Paul.
Yeah, I've got him in the numbers. I think he can get a nice run in behind, and he would have learned a lot from that first start. So everyone's joy, the first starter on top for me to beat Hasta Luego. Bingo. Now, he won off 47 last time. He's now rated 55, so £10 claim will help him. And Regency Darling from the front. So the first four round the bend on the speed map are my first four here. 4, 5, 2, 8.
Similar numbers. I've got the 4 and 5 in as well. Everyone's joy looks to be the one they have to beat. He'll certainly appreciate more distance and time. I think he's got a big stride about him. So 4 on top to beat 5 for Hasta Luego. He certainly knows Shetland Pony at £1,327. Bingo and Happy Boy Boy I'll throw in. He might have just bounced second up. So 4, 5, 2 and 9.
Yeah, I sort of looked at it a bit similar too. Had the newcomers in there, but I wouldn't be surprised if Wonderful Journey and Regency Darling did skate along early and made it difficult for them to be caught.